Friday again. It is the last Friday in August, which seems impossible. I am tired. I don't feel like doing anything. I haven't sewn masks in 2 days because I finally am at a point where I just don't have much fabric left, and so I haven't had many orders, and I don't have any that have to go out before Monday. So I told myself I was going to do them today, but I really am not feeling it. I don't feel like sewing at all today, not even for myself. And I never ordered another twin needle since my other one broke last week, which means I can't hem anything. I might put the dresses together and not hem them yet. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Last night we went to Biltmore, but didn't go to Biltmore. I thought about bringing my camera, but I didn't do it, and it wouldn't have mattered because there was nothing to film. So the reason we were going, is that they had the Downton Abbey exhibition, and it's the same one that's been traveling around. I know it was in New York. I think maybe it was in Boston. I'm not sure where else it was. But yeah, it was there. And on their website, it just said the Downton Abbey exhibit is in 2 different locations. That's all it said. So I'm like, okay, it doesn't matter which one we go to. So they have this place on the Biltmore estate called Antler Hill Village, and there's like a couple little shops and some restaurants, and they said there was a part of the Downton Abbey exhibition, or it said one of the 2 Downton Abbey exhibitions was at Antler Hill Village. So I was like, okay, we'll go to that one, and we'll eat dinner there, and we'll have a nice time. So Josh and I have annual passes to Biltmore Estate, and unfortunately, if you buy a normal day ticket to Biltmore Estate, then the Downton Abbey exhibition is included in your ticket, but it is not included for pass holders. It's an extra cost, so it costs $20 to get in. So we got to Antler Hill Village, and we found the exhibition, and we were waiting in line to get in, and I heard an employee saying, this one doesn't need a ticket, this is just the costumes, and it's just a really small exhibit. If you want the one that's included in your ticket, you have to go to this other place, and that's where all the sets and stuff are. So I was like, crap, I paid for this already, so I don't want to go to the one that I didn't have to pay for, even though I really would have liked to see the costumes. And by that point, it had taken us a while to park and find it and stuff, and it was closing at 6 o'clock. Josh just left work early so we could go, because I was hoping that if we went on a weekday, it wouldn't be crowded. It was crowded. Anyway, they both exhibitions closed at 6 o'clock, and so we didn't know that they were 2 different things and that one didn't require a ticket because the website just said in 2 different locations. It didn't say they were 2 different exhibits. Otherwise, I would have given us more time. So we headed over there. The line was very long. There was a billion people. And we finally got in, and it was not what I expected at all. I wouldn't have been able to film. You weren't allowed to film in there. You were only allowed to take pictures. And I do have some pictures. Maybe I'll throw them up. Maybe I won't. I don't know. Like I said, she told us it was the sets and stuff, and I thought it was going to be all about Downton, but it was just sort of like the vast majority of the exhibition was just like these informational boards where you just read stuff, and most of the information was about World War I, not about Downton Abbey itself. And like, I understand that World War I took place during that time period, and I like history, I like learning about that stuff, but I paid to come see Downton Abbey, so it was pretty disappointing. They had the kitchen, they had the servants' dining room, and they had the Crawleys' dining room, the main, formal dining room. So those sets were cool to see, and I think they had Mary's bedroom. It was cool, but it was not worth a 2-hour drive and $45 for 2 tickets. It just wasn't. And I honestly think I would have had a better time seeing the costumes, but by the time we got done with that one, it was too late to go back to the costumes. We did go back to Antler Hill Village because we needed to eat. Because by this point, neither one of us had eaten lunch, and it was like almost 7 o'clock at this point. So we went. There was 2 restaurants, I think, that were open and had outdoor seating. The one we went and looked at, Josh didn't really like the menu, and it was really expensive. So we were like, okay, let's check the other one, which was called Cedric's Tavern. We went down there, we put our name in, and the guy was like, it's going to be a 45-minute wait. And we're like, oh my God. We were so hungry. But, so we put our name in, and we're like, okay, we'll see what we can figure out. And we got on Google and started calling restaurants around Asheville to see if there was someplace else that we could go. And it was the same situation everywhere. I don't understand. It was a Thursday night. It's not like we were trying to do this on a Friday night. Everywhere was booked. Any place that had outdoor seating had no availability. Like you weren't even allowed to come and wait. Like they were reservation only. We couldn't go. So we had to wait for Cedric's Tavern to open up. And it was worth it. The food was really good. And we had a really nice time. Like it was, when we first got there, it was really hot and humid and awful. And I was like, I don't know how we're going to eat outside. But it ended up cooling down a little bit. And it was really nice. So that was fun. But we got home really late. And I had drank we got a flight of beer, of local beers from Asheville. And I drank like half of 2 of them. But I had not eaten anything all day. I think I ate like a granola bar for breakfast, and that was it. So I'm a little bit hungover, which is very sad, considering this tiny amount of beer I drank. Maybe like 5 ounces total. But here we are. I don't want to get off the couch. I do have to do something for work this morning, and I think maybe I'll finally do some editing. I don't think I've edited in 2 weeks. Doesn't even matter at this point, but yeah.